Any advice for getting out of a really low point in your life? Depends on what you mean. Because obviously there's a number of like different circumstances when we talk about that. You know, whether that be mentally, whether that be financially, whether that be physically, you know, there's a lot of things that kind of coincide with it. And ultimately, a lot of these things kind of go hand in hand, unfortunately. Sorry to burp. I do think there's a level at which you need to observe how you're feeling at the moment. You need to take time to really process what it is that you are kind of feeling in the moment of that low point, and to recognize that you are at a low point as well. Because a lot of the time people come to the realization of, this is the lowest point that I can hit right now. The only thing that I have at this point is to move forward and be on the up and up, and to be able to kind of take yourself out of that like equation necessarily and look at yourself from a third person perspective. And not to say that you're disassociating, but it's wholeheartedly like, my objective perspective on this is low, I can keep going. The next step is just to look at what your options are. What can you do? Can you physically do this? How are you feeling mentally? Can you mentally take on this burden right now? Financially, is this a risk that you can take at the moment? If you can't take that financial risk, then what can you do to put yourself in that position to take that financial risk? You go take more jobs. You try to do different things. You try to earn more money somehow. What can you do to improve your mental game? You know, do you need to physically put yourself in different scenarios? Do you need to go hang out with friends? Do you need to just do the things that would help your mental in a way that you can take the next step to do better? So it is almost certainly like the way to get out of low points is to ride it out for a little bit, but you need to pick yourself up. It sucks to say, I don't want to say that there is ever like a real like time limit on how long people can mull over certain things or think about certain things. However, that is to say, you need to be able to take the next step as soon as you can, because the only thing that's burning is time. So yeah, if it sucks for like a day, let it suck for a day, but you got to go tomorrow. Tomorrow's got to get on it, dude. You got to get on it. Also, knowing that you have to take breaks is something many people forget. Taking a breather is good once in a while. Absolutely. Yeah, take breaks. Because a machine can never work 110%, 100% of the time, 24/7. It doesn't work like that. It truly doesn't. And you need time to like rest and recharge. Like, that's why people sleep 8 hours a day. That's why people take their weekends off. That's why people, you know, take their evenings after work. Like, you need that reason to come back to whatever it is that you're actually doing. So that is something that I would impart on anyone for sure. If you are at a low point, just ride it out for a little bit. Let yourself feel it and let yourself have that break. But you need to be able to sit down and truly think about the things that you want to do next. And if you can hit that next step, then and in turn, we'll discuss this in a way of, you need to be able to reward yourself for taking that next step. And obviously, don't go crazy. Don't indulge yourself by any means. Like, don't go overboard. But letting yourself have that reward tells you and incentivizes you to keep on doing good things for yourself so you can keep on improving. I can preach about this all I want. This is honestly, I feel like I give advice in a way that, I don't know. Some people might view this in a way that it's like, oh my God, this isn't entertaining. This isn't funny. You're not funny, haha. I think this is just how I want to impart information and the things that I would like to spread amongst people, albeit in the guise of having fun. Like, I will wholeheartedly always have fun with you guys at the start, but if there's anything that I'd ever love to do, is to always ensure that you guys are doing things that improve yourselves as individuals. Yeah, serious talk is always good. I always, if there's anything that I'd love to do more than anything, is to always have a good conversation amongst people. And even if it's me talking to myself, obviously, for hours on end, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. So long as my message is heard across a group of people, that's all that matters to me. Yeah.